due to smoke from their stoves. And 2 million of them die every year as a result. Suddenly, my research didn't feel meaningful anymore. I left school and I began migrating with the Tibetan nomads across the plateau in search of a solution. My business partner, Scott Frank, was teaching engineering at one of the local universities. And he left his studies at MIT in order to join our quest. Our first realization was that this problem was a lot bigger than a pollution problem. It was a fuel problem, and it was a girl problem. Girls were spending more than 4 hours every day collecting fuel instead of attending school. Deforestation rates were so rapid that the government stationed army inside the forests in order to protect the trees. If people were caught cutting wood, they were beaten and fined up to $200. Coal, the main alternative, cost families $600 per year. So people continued to cut wood. When I asked women what they dreamt for the future, they told me that their dreams were filled with nightmares about being caught by the forest patrollers. People needed a new source of energy, a source like the sun, but it didn't work. Solar cookers like this one found in China weighed 200 pounds, weren't portable, were extremely expensive, and weren't safe to use either. So we imported solar cookers from outside China, and what we found was that none of them could cook at the sub-zero temperatures found in the Himalayas. So we began to build and test and build again. We built 13 different prototypes and had 13 failures before we developed a product that met the needs and aspirations of our users. That product was the Soul Source. Recently, our chief design officer went to visit Lamotso to see how she was liking her Soul Source. And what Lamotso told her was surprising and made our whole team feel amazing about this process. Lamotso said that the Soul Source could cook her morning tsampa faster than her old traditional stove could, and that our user interface made her feel safe and comfortable while cooking. Lamotso loved the Soul Source, and she wasn't the only one. Within 3 months of launching our product, we sold 800 units in rural China. And our Soul Source was chosen as the top-ranking solar cooker in the world by industry reports. And that's not all. The Soul Source is sustainably manufactured and 100% recyclable. In 2012, One Earth Designs became the first company in China to be certified for using sustainable practices in every aspect of our business. Applause! We are changing the world, one woman at a time. When a woman buys a Soul Source, she saves 4 months of time that she would otherwise have spent collecting fuel. Now she has the time to go to school, earn an income for her family. And even before that, the Soul Source is able to save this woman's family up to $3,000 per year. You're all familiar with the concept of horsepower. Today I want to introduce you to a new concept, tree power. The Soul Source, during its lifetime, is able to do the work of 40 trees in the fight against climate change. Soul Sources sold in 2012 are already bringing clean air to nearly 4,000 people in rural China and doing the work of 30,000 trees. Over the next 5 years, we will be working with local distributors in Asia, Africa, and Latin America in order to get our products into the hands of 1 million more people and doing the work of 2 million trees. At One Earth Designs, we empower people to live healthier, more prosperous lives using solar energy. Instead of doing this as a charity, we generate revenues from sales so that we can continue benefiting more women and more children around the world. In the 3 months since launching our first product, we have made $200,000 in revenue. Industry experience and has been responsible for developing 12 successful companies with IPOs and sales in the hundreds of millions. Our world-class team of 20 people includes the inventor of the computer mouse and the designer behind portable light. In rural China, people are being poisoned by the fuels that they burn inside their homes. But this is not a problem just in China. The reality is that the situation is just as bad in the US and in Japan. Our power is centralized, but it is just as dirty. It's truly a global challenge. At One Earth Designs, we see the potential of using solar energy as a solution. Sunlight can provide us with clean cooking, heating, electricity, and water, and it can be done without the drawbacks of photovoltaics. The SolSource is proven as the best solar concentrator in the world, but it's just the beginning. Our pipeline products will harness solar thermal energy to deliver energy self-sufficiency to homes, both traditional and modern, around the world. Help us save lives and save forests by investing in our vision for a new global energy. Thank you.